Hello everyone, welcome to Auto All About. So for today's video we have got this beautiful 2022 Honda City LX Sport trim level. The subcompact sedan offering from Honda, which basically comes in 4 models here in UAE. The LX Sport is a special trim level in which they have taken the LX trim level and given some sporty elements such as this nice black grille and some sporty bumpers at the front end and rear end, and that black rear view mirrors, etc. There is an EX trim level available, which is a full option trim level. So the LX Sport is priced at around 69,000 dirhams here in UAE, and the full option EX comes at around 72,000 dirhams. So in today's video we will take a full in-depth look at the all new City along with the exterior, interior technologies and a POV test drive. So let's begin with the exterior first. So talking about the exterior, the LX trim level is basically the mid-option trim level. Now it's been treated with some black themes everywhere to make it a little bit more sporty by Honda. Having a look at the front end, we can see the grille is usually chrome finished, and in this particular LX model they have given a black treatment all the way in the front end. And the headlights are also special. Those are halogen headlights with some nice daytime running lamp on the top, and we have available fog lamps here. Again, some nice black treatment is given there. Now coming towards the grille, this grille is special for the LX Sport trim level, the honeycomb kind of design here. And at the bottom you can see a fake carbon fiber finish is given at the nose area. That is again specific for the Sport trim level only. So the overall front end design looks really nice. So we are coming to the sides. I have got that indicator lamp on the side fenders. And coming to the wheels, these are again treated in black and chrome for the Sport trim level. These are 16-inch wheels, and the car comes with 185 series tires. The front wheels only getting disc brakes here, and the rear we have got the drum brakes. Now the mirrors, they are again treated in a black color for the Sport trim level. It doesn't have any auto folding function. So in this particular trim level we are getting the keyless entry function, for which we had the lock and unlock function available for the driver and passenger doors only. And the fuel filler cap is given on the driver's side, and we have got a lever to open that in the dashboard. Now coming towards the rear end, again as a Sport trim level, Honda has given some black touches everywhere. We have got a black shark fin antenna on the top. There is a high mounted stop lamp there, and again there's a nice black spoiler given, and even the rear tail lamps has got some nice black elements on top. These are a combination of LED and incandescent light setup. On the right side we have got the Sport badging there. If it comes below, we can see there are some fake carbon fiber kind of finish again in the rear bumper as well. So we have got a rear view camera here along with the trunk opening button. There is no electronic support for the trunk. It's a fairly decent spaced trunk for a subcompact sedan. And if you open below, we can find a spare tire as well. So the overall exterior design is done really nice for the Sport trim level. So in the EX trim level, if we go for the full option, we'll get some more chrome elements everywhere. So that's it about the exterior. Now let's get inside and see how the interior of the car looks. Before that, here is the key fob. It's a standard new Honda key fob. We have the lock, unlock, and the remote start button. Yes, this entry-level sedan comes with a remote start function. That's a really nice add-on, especially for the countries like UAE where we have a very hot summer here. So in order to use the remote start function, press the lock button once, press and hold the remote start button for a while, and the car starts for you, and it will automatically turns on the AC and brings the car to the desired temperature which you have set in the air conditioning system. So now let's get inside the car and have a look at the interior. So as I told, we are getting the remote keyless entry as standard. To lock the car, we can simply press this button, it will lock the car for you. And there is a sensor behind the door handle which will unlock the car. And here is a look at the interior of the 2022 Honda City. So we'll take a look in detail. Coming to the door panels, mostly hard touch plastic finishes everywhere. We are getting some cloth finish in the armrest area and the power window controls. Only the driver side window is getting automatic up and down function, lock and lock controls, mirror controls, and some storage pockets here along with a single speaker. Taking a look at the seats, here we are getting white fabric seats in this particular trim level. As I told you earlier, in the higher EX trim level we will be getting leather seat options. So all basic controls here for the height adjustment and for the recliner adjustments. And here is the trunk release button, and the fuel filler cap release button is given over here. So let's jump inside and take a look at the interior. Nice solid door. So here is a look at the dashboard. All basic setup here. Now most of the areas are finished in hard touch plastic. We have got some nice aluminum trim here. So dual tone dashboard, white and black kind of design. So one of the key feature here is this 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system of Honda, along with a standard instrument cluster with the TFT display in the center. The steering wheel has got many controls here. We have got a cruise control system, some media controls over here, and Bluetooth hands-free adjustments. Over to the left side, if you see, we have got the stability control on-off function, and there's a button to check the tire pressure. We've got some plastic AC vents all over on the dashboard. So the steering has got manual tilt and telescopic functions. The headlights are all manual here. We have got the fog lamps in the front and rear, and again the wiper controls are offered in manual only. The start stop button is located over here. So now coming to the instrument cluster, over to the left side of the steering wheel, we have got two buttons to control the instrument cluster functions. The TFT function, we can simply press this button which mentions that strip or clock, which will bring up some sub menus in the TFT menu. So right now we can see the range and the trip A, and then there is the average fuel economy, then again average fuel economy. Then we have an option to set the clock. At this point we can use the plus and minus buttons here to adjust the time in the instrument cluster. So that's it, pretty simple setup. And the other displays are all fixed. We can see the gear display and the fuel gauge, and the current fuel economy is given as a gauge. There is no engine temperature gauge here, so when the car is cold it will be displayed as a warning light here over to the left side, and if it is hot again it will be displayed as a warning light. That's it. You can see there is a light on for the cruise control. So basic setup of cruise control only. We can set the speed by pressing this button, and we can adjust the speed here. We can cancel the speed at any point by pressing this button. And surprisingly we are getting two paddle shifters mounted to the steering wheel itself. The car comes with the CVT gearbox, and it's simulating a 7-speed gearbox with this manual controls. So now coming to the one of the key attraction, the 8-inch Honda infotainment system. It's surprisingly fast actually. When we press this buttons here, it controls the basic functions. So this is the home screen button, and here we can see the home screen. We have an option to pull up the currently playing media from this side, and there is no other functions at all. There is only one screen available in this infotainment system. We have the phone connected, so it's The range and battery will be displayed over there, and at the bottom these are all fixed menus. So basically it has got the radio. So radio, it's a nicely laid out radio, FM radio, and the reception is also really great. And it's a USB iPod option available. So we have got the USBs over there. Then the Bluetooth audio, the phone functions, and the apps is basically the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So we will have to connect our phone to this USB right here to enable the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay function, and it does its job really well. And if you go to settings, here we have got some basic settings for the Bluetooth. To turn it on and off, you press the back button, and then we have the audio options. There is bass, treble, and the speed sensitive volume, and to adjust the balance and fades, these are the available settings here. And the speakers are basic only, so I would always prefer to keep the bass settings up to the middle and the treble all the way up to get a better listening experience. And there's a display settings to control the brightness and to choose the themes. We have got 3 themes available here, like a blue, green, and red. Then we have the clock adjustments given for the infotainment screen only. Then we can choose the opening screen, that is when we turn on the ignition, what has to be displayed there can be configured. Smartphone controls, Android or iPhone. So these are the phones connected earlier, will be displayed over here. There's a settings for the rear camera. There are multiple views to choose from this rear view camera. It's a really basic rear view camera only. It is completely pixelated view. And here we can choose multiple options. There is a zoomed in view. There is a view kind of looking like from the top side of the car. These are the available views. So from this menu we can choose what should be the default camera view when we put the car into reverse. Then we have the radio, RDS, toggle functions, and the software information, etc. That's it. Pretty simple infotainment system here. And the volume controls are given as a plus and minus buttons over here. There is no volume control knob in this car. There is an option to turn off the infotainment by pressing and holding this power button. One press of the power button is acting as a mute button. So that's it. Pretty decent infotainment system here. And when we comes down, we have got the controls for the single zone automatic AC. Here is the controls for the temperature adjustments, the airflow controls, and the fan speed. We have got the front and rear defoggers, air recirculation. That's it. There's a nice display given here. And when we comes down here, we have got a nice storage space where we can keep our phone easily, and the USB connections and the 12-volt power outlet. At the bottom again we are getting a small storage space where we can keep our sunglass or something like this, and 2 cup holders. The CVT control is over here, nicely located to keep your hands resting while driving. And there is a sport mode also available. There is Honda's economy driving button given here. So basically what it does is optimizes the driving conditions to give us maximum fuel economy. Once you press the button, it will even control the air conditioning system. It will keep it at a minimum speed to get maximum fuel efficiency out of that. And in the center we have got a manual handbrake and a small center console storage space. There is no adjustments for the center handrest, but still it does job really well and gives us a nice space to rest our hands. Now comes to the glove box, a standard glove box, decent sized one for the size of the car. If you look above, we have got a rear view mirror, doesn't have any dimming functions here. Here is the controls for the lighting. There is an emergency calling button option is integrated here. Reading lamps, all done in nice LED lights. That's a good touch by Honda. Standard sun shades for the passenger, and in the driver side we are getting a vanity mirror as well. So that's it about the front end design. Now let's step to the rear seats and see how spacious it is. Opening up the rear doors, so almost opens to a 90-degree position. The finishes are similar, all hard touch finishes everywhere with some cloth handrest and window controls given there. A small storage pocket and speaker. And here is a look at the rear seats. Let's step inside and see the space inside. So now, for a subcompact sedan, the space is surprisingly large, I can say, in this car. So I am 6 feet tall and the front seats are adjusted to my level, and this is the leg room available for me. There's a large space, fairly large space available, and it's more than enough for a subcompact sedan. And in the center here we have got two rear AC vents. That's again a great feature which is not that common in the subcompact sedan category. A small hump in the center, some storage pockets. On the top we can see there is a reading lamp located over to the center. Even the headroom in here is manageable for an adult. So overall the space inside is really adequate for 4 adults. With that being said, let's take the car for a ride and see how the engine performs. So first impression, the car is really comfortable. Even though it's an entry-level compact sedan, I really love the seating position and especially this available handrest in the middle, which is missing in many cars in this entry-level segment. So keeping the car in the sport mode in the gear lever, that keeps the engine revving very high actually, and the engine noise we can clearly hear inside. So right now we can see we are in normal drive mode, and at this point it is really comfortable to drive. There is no issues. So if you want to drive it with a little bit of fun, we can always use the sport mode, and with that high engine RPM we can feel quite a bit of push from this engine, but it's definitely going to affect your fuel economic. So this 8-inch touchscreen with the available Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it's a really good add-on. And the FM radio reception also, I found it really nice. And this model, the particular model which we are currently driving, it comes with a basic audio option only. So it's only 4 speakers, 1 in each door. For the price point, it offers a decent sound quality. But in the premium model, we will obviously get 4 more tweeters actually. So total it becomes like an 8-speaker premium sound system. And now coming to the AC, I really felt it really nice. This single zone automatic AC does its job really well, cools down the car immediately, and also with the available rear AC vent in such a small car, gets the car cooled even in the summer on UAE really well. So the car offers some basic safety features as well. We have got dual airbags with some ABS, ABD and traction control, such kind of basic safety features. All good for the price point at which we are getting this car. We have got cloth seats in this particular model, but it's really comfortable one. We have got the manual adjustments only, but even though I really felt comfortable with the seats. So the overall driving comfort of city is really good, and the visibility is also managed very well. The mirror positioning and all, it is really great. So we are getting quite a good visibility all over. Altogether offers a great deal at the price point at which we are getting this car. So someone who is looking for a good family subcompact sedan, this is always a really good deal from Honda at 69,000 dirhams. The new Honda City is a nice offering in the subcompact segment, I would say. So if you're planning to buy a subcompact sedan, definitely do check out the new Honda City. You will love that. So that's it about the Honda City. I hope you guys enjoyed the review video. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you like my videos, and we'll be back with some new videos very soon. Till then, take care, drive safe, and goodbye.